to the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's NBA on ESPN Friday as we get set for the final meeting of the season between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, as this one gets underway, what's the game plan here?
Got to give the people.
What exactly are we giving them?
Give the people what they want.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here with another NBA Live My Career gameplay. And today we're taking on the hometown team, the Milwaukee Bucks. We're taking on my hometown team, Milwaukee Bucks. In the hometown of the 414, because that's all I know. And yeah, I got something to say about this real quick. Let me just say this real quick. Alright, so NBA, like, I put the black jerseys on and you don't put up a alternate court. The Bucks have an alternate court when they wear these black jerseys, by the way. I'm just saying, bruh. Come on, EA, y'all slacking, bruh. 2K did it, but y'all didn't do it.
You mad, bro?
You goddamn right I'm mad, little girl. You goddamn right. They disrespected my city. We got an alternate court that is supposed to be equipped when you equip these jerseys on the Bucks and they are playing at their hometown arena. You were supposed to put the alternate court on the fucking.
This guy is so unique.
That's that shit I don't like.
Not gonna be able to do it.
That's that shit I don't like.
He can handle and he can pass.
Bruh.
And when you look at his
So anyways though, yeah, trade deadline is over, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through this shit real quick, and I'm gonna go on a little mini rant real quick. But first, let me start off with what happened though during trade deadline week up to trade deadline day. So we have Tobias Harris. I've already reported this, but Tobias Harris is going to the Detroit basketball Pistons for Brandon Jennings, former Milwaukee Buck, and Ersan Ilyasova, former Milwaukee Buck, to the Orlando Magic for Tobias Harris, who was also a former Milwaukee Buck.
Yep.
So that was the first deal that went down. The second deal was a three-team trade. Courtney Lee was going to Charlotte, PJ Harrison going to Memphis, along with Birdman, Chris Anderson, to Memphis, and 4 second-round picks along with that. And Miami was going to take Brian Roberts. I don't know who the fuck that is, but okay. Okay, man. Okay, man. Okay. I don't know what that is, but whatever. So, then Miami gives away some dude named Jarnell Stokes for cash, with cash, to New Orleans for a protected second-round pick. Okay. Getting draft picks, Miami. I see you out here, G baby. Get dunked on. Alright, so moving forward, Monty Chudas and Marcus Thornton are going to Detroit basketball for Joel Anthony. Joel Anthony still in the league? Really? That dude's still in the league? Oh! Alright, so, and apparently a first round, and apparently Houston is also going to get a 2016 first round pick, and that's in the top 8, so that's probably, and it's top 8 protected, so I guess if Detroit doesn't finish above, I guess if Detroit doesn't finish in a certain number, if Detroit doesn't have a certain number draft pick, then I guess that'll go to Houston, I guess, or I'm guessing, I don't know. And the Cavaliers, they seem to have made a trade. Decided to make a trade, and apparently they traded Anderson Varejao, finally, a 2018 Cavaliers first round draft pick, which is a top 10 protected draft pick. So and to Portland, and they also traded away Jared Cunningham and a Cavaliers future future second round draft pick to Orlando for Channing Frye. That's actually not a bad trade at all. That's actually a good move by them. Get rid of Anderson Varejao and his injured 20 to 30 games a season playing ass out of here. Finally, they finally did something with that guy. Got him out of here. And they picked up Channing Frye, who's not bad at all. That's a stretch 4. That is a good stretch 4. That's actually a stretch 5. My mistake. That's a stretch 5. To be honest with you, that's a stretch 5. Who's not really. I'm not gonna say he's a bad defender, but he's not a great defender. So I mean, I listen, man. I already spoke on the Melo thing, bruh. And then after that, we have
not having the kind of offensive consistency you need to win in this league. We have to get into a rhythm.
Shelvin Mack going to the Jazz, Justin Holiday going to the Bulls with a second round draft pick from Atlanta, and Kurt Heinrich is going back to the Atlanta Hawks. Oh boy.
Jason Kidd likes to give his players a written test on game days. They include questions about NBA history.
So the Bulls and the Cavaliers made a trade, but it wasn't the trades we were expecting. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It wasn't the trades we were expecting. Apparently, the Bulls are going to keep Pau Gasol and Derrick Rose, and
Oscar Robertson did it for a season, and he could walk through Madison Square Garden and no one. The pass and alley-oop, and he puts it down.
And
timeout call here late in the first half.
The Cavaliers are going to keep Kevin Love apparently. So yeah.
He can't get it done.
Then the Oklahoma City Thunder, with my favorite player Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, they made a trade today. They traded away DJ Augustine. I think trading away DJ Augustine was a bad move. I think that was a bad move though.
Yep.
Yeah, I think trading away DJ Augustine was a bad move, but they did pick up Randy Foye though. I think Randy Foye may help him out defensively. I think he might help him out. He's a good knockdown shooter too, so that could possibly help as well. That team is very deep, and they only people they gave up is they only gave up DJ Augustine and Steve Novak and 2 second-round picks for Randy Foye. I don't think Randy Foye is really worth all of that, but okay. And then the Heat traded away Brian Roberts, the guy who they got from, I believe, I forgot what team they got him from, but apparently they didn't hold on to him for very long. They traded him away to the Blazers and a future second round draft pick, so that way they could free up their so they could be below the luxury tax. so that way they ain't gotta pay that hefty tax fine they get. You know what I'm saying? That they get, you know, when they're over the cap. So that's pretty smart by them, getting below the salary cap. That's pretty good for them. Don't have to pay that much money back. Then here comes the big. I guess you could say these are big names right here. This is one of the big names that was traded. One of the 3 big names that was traded today. Markieff Morris. He's going to the Wizards for Chris Humphries and Dejon Blair, and a 2016 first-round draft pick that's protected. That is a protected 1 through 9 draft pick. Wow. The Suns may have just gotten themselves a deal here. They may be the Suns might be in that top 3 in the Suns might be in the top 3 in that draft lottery this year. You never know. Then the Rockets, they traded away Joel Anthony to the 76ers. They didn't hold on him for very long either. They just traded him away. They didn't hold on to him for long. He got traded away from Denver to Houston, and Houston traded him away to the 76ers. Poor Joel Anthony.
Yep.
Poor Joel Anthony. He got sent to the worst team in the league.
Yep.
God damn.
Another one.
Surprise, motherfucker. Yep.
And then the biggest trade, this was probably the biggest and best trade of the entire day, because this was a very slow ass day. Lance Stevenson was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies along with a first round draft pick for Jeff Green.
Yep.
Here's the shot chart for you.
That's a very good trade.
Man, what a time to be alive.
That is a very good trade. Shout out to them. That is a very good trade. Clippers 3-man spot has been like open season. It's just been open season at that 3-man spot. They've been trying to find somebody who could fill that void. Obviously, Matt Barnes may have not been the best choice for that 3-man spot, but he held it down for quite some time before ultimately being traded to the Grizzlies. So, hey, kudos to him, man. He's there, man. He's there. Kudos to Jeff Green, man. He's gonna be on the playoff team. I think because of Marc Gasol and his foot injury, I think the Grizzlies are just going to now tank from here on out. They're pretty much going to settle for a top 10 pick, a top 10, top 15 pick probably. They probably might finish with a top 15 pick at best. I don't see them in the top 10 talks. So yeah, that's pretty good for them. You know what I'm saying? But all these trades is not the ones that I want to talk about, because there was a potential trade that caught my eye, and it has to do with one of the teams that you see on your screen right now. And if you think, if you thought right, then I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious which team I'm gonna talk about here. One of the teams that's on the screen right now, and that is the Milwaukee Bucks. They tried to do something slick, and they ain't slick. I'm calling y'all on your bullshit. I'm tired of this, bruh. I'm tired of this shit with y'all. I'm tired of shit with the Bucks, fam. I'm really getting tired of this shit, bro. We did this shit last year with Brandon Jennings, and we was finna do this shit again. We were finna give up good players for one play. Oh my god, fam, don't get me started, yo, bruh. All right, so rumor has it you know, everybody's here talking about, you know, the big guy that didn't move is Dwight Howard. Everybody's talking about, oh, Dwight Howard didn't move. Nobody wanted to take him. Well, the Bucks were going to take a risk. The Bucks were finna take a risk, and they were finna take Dwight Howard. But the only way they were going to, but the only reason why it didn't fall through is because Dwight Howard did not opt into the last year of his contract. The Bucks wanted to at least have him for at least this year and next year as well. They didn't want him to go into free agency, which is why the trade did not happen. They were the only people who were willing to take a risk on Dwight Howard. And here's why. Cause I knew, when I heard this, I just thought to myself, I already knew who they were going to trade. I already knew who they were going to trade. They were going to trade away John Henson. They never came out with who they were going to trade. They never said who they were going to trade for Dwight Howard, but I can tell you without the shadow of a doubt that I know who they were going to trade away. And I'm going to tell you who they were right now. It was going to be John Henson, Jabari Parker, and it's a draw between Michael Carter Williams and OJ Mayo. It's a tie between them two. One of them two was going to go in that three-man trade with probably a second-round draft pick in the works too. So I already knew what it was. I already knew what was going to happen. This is that dumb shit that these motherfuckers do every fucking year. Man, I get tired of this shit so much, man. They were going to trade away. I knew this was going to happen. Listen, you're not going to trade away Dwight Howard. They're not just going to give away Dwight Howard for kibbles and bits, okay? This isn't Mark Gasol to the Lakers for Kwame Brown. No. This isn't that type of trade, okay? This is Dwight Howard going from one mediocre team to another mediocre team. Yeah. So, like, of course there's going to be some trades involved, and because both teams are mediocre, and one team is asking for a all-star caliber center, you're probably going to have to give up some of your most valuable and young assets. And Jabari Parker, I knew, was going to be one of those valuable assets. So you cannot sit here and tell me that wasn't what they were going to do. They wasn't going to trade away Jabari Parker. You don't know the Bucks then, motherfuckers. Because if you don't know the Bucks, then you don't know about the thing that happened between Ray Allen and Michael Redd. Apparently Michael Redd was going to be the next big thing for the Bucks. Look how that turned out. And since the Bucks felt like this guy was going to be the next big thing, they said, you know what? Ray Allen's contract is coming up. He's going to be asking for double what he got. He's going to be asking for double what he got when we renewed his contract. So we have to think about the financial situation. We probably are going to have to get rid of Michael Redd. We just don't want to pay him the money that he'll be asking for and rightfully deserves.
Does that sum it up, Mike?
So what do? We trade. So what do? We pretty much give away Ray Allen. We give away Ray Allen for Michael Redd, who turned out to be a big fucking bust that just blew up in our faces. And before you sit there and say, well, he was an all-star in 2004.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Let's do it like I can. No, you need to shut the fuck up. Hell no, to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. To the no.
Shut the fuck up, fam. Before you talk about that bullshit about him being an all-star in 2004, just note what happened for him after that. What happened for him after that? Torn ACL, torn MCL, torn meniscus. Pretty much every ligament in his fucking knees was ruined. And he was pretty much a guy who could only play 30 games per season before tearing his ACL or tearing his meniscus or some bullshit happening to his knees. He was Derrick Rose before Derrick Rose was even a fucking joke, okay? So let me make that perfectly fucking clear right now. Michael Redd was a fucking joke, okay? We fucking gave him up for Ray Allen. Look what Ray Allen turned out to be. 2-time NBA champion. And that could have been us. Not to mention the fact that we drafted Dirk Nowitzki and traded him away for I forgot his name, but may he rest in peace because I know he passed away. But may he rest in peace. But we gave away Dirk Nowitzki for this guy. You cannot sit here and tell me that this Bucks organization knows what the fuck they're doing. Dude, hashtag Mr. DDG for Bucks GM. Hashtag Mr. DDG for Bucks GM. I'm dead ass serious now. If you want me to do it on my GM series, I'm gonna need like 5 likes on this video. 5 likes on this video. I would gladly give you. I would gladly give you a fucking my GM series with the Bucks again, and this time I'll take it a little bit more seriously, and I will show the Bucks how to treat your superstars over your young, and how to treat your superstars and your young talent. Cause this don't make no fucking sense, yo. They were finna do the same shit they did last year. They did this with Brandon Knight last year. We had a superstar talent that could have probably been bigger than what we could have known, and we traded him away because he was in his contract year, and we didn't want to pay him that money. Instead, we wanted to give $44 million to John Henson because it was only right that we give to John Henson, even though we don't give him that many minutes to do what the fuck he does, to do what the fuck he. To show what he can do for that $44 million that they're giving him. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, I can understand we picked up Greg Monroe. Okay, that's understandable. Cool. But we should have kept Brandon Knight, because if we kept Brandon Knight, who knows where we could have been this fucking year? Who knows where the Bucks could have been this year? We probably could have been 3rd in the East by now. Who knows? We probably could have been looking like the Boston Celtics are looking right now. But we gotta make dumb decisions and say, you know what? I think it's better if we just trade away good young talent for no fucking reason. Just no. No. This is the dumb shit that they do every year, and this is why I don't have high expectations for this team. If we do good, okay. But this is where for the rest of the season, I'm just jumping off the Bucks right now. I'm jumping off the Bucks for the rest of the season, fam. I'm really am. I'm done, yo. Because I already know what it was. I already knew who was going. I already knew. Like, dude, as soon as I heard that they were trading away Dwight Howard for they were going to trade for Dwight Howard, the only team that was going to trade for Dwight Howard, I already knew we were going to give up star talent for no fucking pay. We were going to give up Jabari, John Henson, and probably OJ Mayo and Michael Carter Williams, just to match it out, so that way we can actually afford to pay Dwight Howard the money that we need to pay him for the next 2 years. And if I was Dwight Howard, I wouldn't have took the deal either. If I was Dwight Howard, I wouldn't have took the deal either. I would have said, fuck the Bucks. I'm not going there. That's the 3rd worst team in the East. And they want me to stay there for 2 seasons. They want me to stay there for the remainder of this season and the rest of next season.
Fuck no, baby.
As the game got out of hand.
Hell no, to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Hell to the no. To the
Game track.
Boy, if you don't get my fucking
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, don't do it. Yeah. Oh my God.
And in
Hell no, I wouldn't have did it either. So I'm kind of happy that Dwight backed out of this deal. I'm very happy that Dwight backed out of this deal because it makes perfect sense. Why are we giving away young talent for bullshit? Man, we do this shit every fucking year. I knew this. I fucking hate this team now. I fucking hate this team now. This team is. I'm gonna start hating on this team like I hate the Packers. I hate the Packers, okay? I hate the fucking Packers, yo. And the Bucks are slowly turning into the Packers. They're giving away good talent for no fucking apparent reason. They pick up good talent. They don't know what they have until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? I don't give a fuck what the Milwaukee Bucks do from here on out. I don't give a fuck. They're doing pretty good right now. They're on a very good winning streak right now. They could possibly, they could possibly keep it going. They could possibly end up as a contender. They could possibly end up in that as a contender for that 8th spot. You never know. You never know. It's the Eastern Conference. It's still a weak ass conference at the end of the day. The only thing why it's so strong is because, like I said, they're not playing the Warriors a multitude of times. They only play, every Eastern Conference team plays the Warriors 2 times per year, 2 times per the season. Okay? The Western Conference has to see them niggas 3 to 4 times. So that's why the Western Conference is weak right now, because the fucking Golden State Warriors are just running rampant on everybody in the Western Conference because they have to see them 3 to 4 times. And the Eastern Conference guys only have to see them twice. One at home and one at their arena. That's it. So I'm tired. So don't give me that bullshit, fam. Don't you give me that bullshit, fam. This fucking team is garbage, yo. For real. That's pretty much about it. I'll see you all next video. Till then, peace out. Bye.